So the first card that comes up is the Knight of Swords. In this particular deck, they call it the Knight of Themis, I believe is how they say it. And this is about, someone's mind being made up, ready for swift action, ready to take action, have some plans in mind, ready to move forward. As you can see, the horse is trotting like in the Pentacle card. It's a woman. A knight is the woman, and she's sitting on the horse, and the horse is just strolling. But this one is about swift action. And I feel like this is you, by the way. This is a court card. So it's a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, but this has come up several times. I'm doing these in order this time. I don't always do the astrological sign readings in order, but this time I did. So there's you all doing now, and then Scorpio, Sagittarius afterwards. And you are the third or fourth one. I believe Gemini, one of the sword court cards came up first. And then the last reading, Virgo, one of the court earth pentacle signs came up first. So when that happens, I feel like they're people cards and they match your particular element. So this is you. This is you wanting to move swiftly and ready to go, ready to take action. It could be there's a bit of impulsiveness around this. Or a sense of self-assuredness that could border on recklessness. So you want to, before you go springing forward into your thoughts and plans, you may want to sit down and really go over them, intuit them, meditate on them. We just came out of Mercury retrograde, and so I feel like there's been a little bit of what I'm feeling is fog for some of you Libras. And I took a deep breath after I said that. So maybe that, the swift action is great, wanting to assert yourself, feeling assertive. In fact, there's a badger in this, right here in this card. And the badger does symbolize assertiveness, and that's good. But just make sure that you have there's a method to your madness. There's a plan that you have that will allow you to follow through, and for it to be one that stays in place. In other words, if you're taking on a project, taking on a new client, think about how you want to treat that project or client. Think how you want this to be something that could be a moneymaker for you, or a great idea for you, or it makes your heart sing for a long time, not just for a day or two. So impulsive action is sometimes good and sometimes not, but this is the card that says you're ready to move forward. You're ready to take those ideas and get on with it. So I definitely feel like this is you, Libra. I feel like this is definitely, you're coming up in mid-month, and like I said, it's just after Mercury retrograde. So, of course, we're going to be willing to get out of that fog. The next card that comes up, sorry about that, I had it below the camera. This is the Five of Pentacles. It came up in reverse. This is what the Five of Pentacles normally looks like. So she's sitting under the tree with the Five Pentacles hanging above her, and then there's the standing stones or enlightenment in the background. So, she just turns around, and the next card would be the Six of Pentacles, which is about harmony and generosity. But she's feeling a little bit of gloom and doom over these finances. And although some of you Libras, I think, have been doing fine, I think others of you, maybe it's not felt like the money has been flowing in for you. And I'm hearing the words residuals or royalties. So, it might be, since this came up in reverse, that, this means troubles have been overcome, or troubles with finances are going to be overcome. And this could also be about your health as well. The Pentacle cards are about our money, our finances, our property, our health, our bodies, anything out in the physical. But relief comes, and courage to find answers. So I like that it's in reverse. Five of Pentacles otherwise would mean that you're concerned about your money. You're really not excited about it. But I feel like relief is coming to some of you all. And I keep hearing the word royalties or payout. So, royalties can also be in the form of commissions, or like I said, residuals, or if you're in sales or with a direct marketing company, or you have a product that you're putting on your website and you're excited about it, it's going to make money for you. I feel like it will. I feel like some of you who have thought about doing this, or maybe it's even a new idea and you're thinking, this could be another way for me to receive income, passive income. I feel like some of you are going to be doing that, at least coming up. Maybe you're just coming up with the product, or with the whatever it is you want to put on your website, or you want to make a new website and then promote it via social media. Interesting what comes out of these cards. But I am hearing, again, royalties, residuals, passive income. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? So some of you all, think about it. If you've had some ideas before and you're like, I don't know if I want to deal with it. Well, this is a number one. This is a one universal year. So this is a good time to be creative with your endeavors. Step out of your box. Because it could be also that maybe you've been passed over a promotion or a pay raise. And, now that you're getting past that, this would be upright, but you're getting past that. Yeah, so just, you'll still want to, I feel like you're still going to want to be careful with your finances. I think you're still going to look at the bottom line. And I think you need to. For some of you, of course, some of you, I'm seeing the opposite in my third eye. I'm seeing like really beautiful homes, like almost mansions. So it goes from, all over the spectrum, all over the rainbow, all over the color palette, wherever you are on that palette. This is for any and all Libras that, you still may want to watch your income no matter where you are. Maybe you've been really successful, but extra or additional expenses could come up. What I'm also noticing, and I'm getting ready to talk about this third card, but a lot of blues in this card. If you notice here, of course, the sky is blue, and there's a lot of blue in this. It's during the winter. And then a lot of sky in this card, which this is the Ace of Athens, same as the Ace of Swords. And this is really victory and success around your ideas. So I love that it's coming after ready to take action. And then by the end of the month, okay, now there is victory. Now there's success. There's a field mouse on the limb there. He's looking up towards the sword like, wow, this is, he's wanting to reach out to it. This is pretty swift action here. So I feel like whatever this is that you come up with, the thoughts are going to turn into victory for you, an achievement. Maybe a problem is coming to a satisfying conclusion or solution for you. Maybe you're thinking, I know. Oh, okay. I get it. I see how I can, I was talking about passive income. I see how I can be more creative with my money. I see how to handle this relationship. Like, the light comes on, and I'm also now seeing water. So it could be about your emotions. It could be, I'm seeing water in a vacation area or a resort area. So for some of you, I don't know if any of you are, work on some of the cruise ships or not, or you work in a resort area, or you've thought about it. I'm just saying that comes up as well. It may denote too, if any of you all have had surgery or health problems, that there's success around that. Like say you've had, my camera's kind of foggy right now. What's the deal? It'll clear up. Let's just say foot surgery. There you go. Then this is victory around that. This is success. The surgery is successful. I know for myself, I think I told you all I broke my wrist and it's healing, and I'm a Libra sun. So I didn't have surgery, but, for any of you all that have had some health problems or need to take a break, this could be towards healing or finding a solution. A chiropractor or an acupuncturist or holistic healer or physical therapy. Any of those things could come into play for you. Interesting, Libra. Okay, so wanting to take swift action, really like you're ready to go. Some of your troubles feel like financial troubles may be overcome. Think of those creative outlets, something on your website, a product to sell, any of that. And then victory and success around your thinking. Problem solving. This is the problem solving card. Because, when we think of how do we solve a problem, it's our thinking. The sword cards are about our thinking. All right, so now I'm going to pull some clarification cards, and this is from the Hanson Roberts deck. And let's see what comes up. Well, this Queen of Cups has come up a few times in the clarification cards. She's warm and biting, loving, nurturing. She's a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And I talk real soft when I talk about her because she's just so sweet. Her emotions are who she is. She's in line with her emotions. She's expressive. She's creative. These court cards are people cards, but sometimes we can take on the aspects of, say, a water sign, say a Cancer nurturing woman, or a Scorpio that's in touch with their psychic abilities, or a Pisces who's very intuitive. So you may have some very intuitive dreams or instincts. Follow your synchronicities. All right, and then the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Well, normally this indicates, wow, okay, so earlier I was talking about royalties and that type of thing, and that's what this card would indicate, because it's, or generational money, or money in the family, money passed down, good health in the family. You can see all these coins. It is the 10, so it's the last one of the pentacles. There's the older man, the little boy, and then the couple. So happiness and joy around generations of money. I'm not really sure, though, that wherever this possible achievement or new money is coming from is through your family. It could be. Those of you who it is, let me know. Write in the comments, because I would love to know. Oops, I didn't just mean to throw that on him. I would love to know if it is, but I'm not really sure that this is family money. I think it's more your ideas, your own ideas. King of Cups comes up. So you've had the King and the Queen. Interesting. So again, water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This person could have been or played a prominent role in your life. If this is not your rising or moon sign, if it is, then that could be, because you're really getting this water, this emotions. Maybe you're feeling better, but he's the master of his emotions. She just takes it on, she channels it, and she's part of it. But he's master of he's the counselor, the wise holistic healer. He does therapy. He's mentors. So it may be that you connect with someone that has those qualities. Just saying. The Seven of Rods. Okay, well, so this is about your in reverse too. That's cool. I'm glad it came up in reverse, Libra. So this is about competition around your work or different ideas. No, I want to do this. No, I think it should be done this way. No, and he's having to defend. Look how he's having to defend himself. He's holding a rod, and then there's 6 others that are saying, this is the way to do it. It's like, wow, that'll wear you out, won't it? So if you've had that going on, that comes up in reverse. So it's no longer the case. You're not having to defend or, I want to take a deep breath. You can feel like you're your ideas. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. Think of yourself first. And, that's not being selfish. I don't feel like it's selfish at all. I feel like we should all put ourselves in front of the line, and then we're able to help other people. I feel like these two people, whoever this are, they could actually be a couple, but they're of benefit to you, warm and inviting. I feel like you've had to go through this somehow, some way, but take care of you. Take care of what's going on with you, because the Wheel of Fortune comes up in reverse, and that's a time when usually the Wheel of Fortune is a positive time in our life. We're ready for the good things in life. And I feel like because of this Seven of Rods, you've had to struggle here and go against other people's ideas and opinions, and people saying, yada, yada, it should be this way or that way or the other way. Then your wheel hasn't been upright, and you want it to become upright. Let's pull one more card for the Resolve card. Ooh, I'm about to lose the cards there. And then the Six of Swords comes up. Okay, so the Six of Swords, lots of meaningful sword cards, you guys. Guides. I said you guides, so I'm going to go with that. A lot of you may feel your guides around you if you know your guides' names, or if you don't know who your guides are, but essence of guidance, spiritual guidance. So I'm going to go with that. Then, it's a great time to do that now that the fog is lifted from thinking, and use your internal guidance and your spiritual essence. Those in the spirit world that want to guide you. Because the Six of Swords is totally about moving on. You see, he's in this sort of carved out canoe, and he has his six swords, and he's been in a situation where he's said, okay, that's it. I'm done with it. I'm moving to a new locale. I'm either relocating, or you're changing your mind on something that had normally been made positive, and you don't know where this territory is taking you. It doesn't mean he knows exactly what he's doing, but there's harmony in going and getting past what was back there and moving towards new land, new horizons. It doesn't even have to be actual move. It can just be, obviously, the swords are thinking. So once you can get past this, I'm not saying people have held you back necessarily, or maybe they have, but maybe you've let them too as well. Because this reading feels very individualistic, like takes your own action steps. I got that with one other sign. I can't remember who it was back earlier in the year type of reading. So I'm just saying that feels like depend on your own thinking. You have support people around you. Okay. So let me add these up, both numerologically, and I'm going to match them to the Major Arcana card. So this is a Knight, so the Court card's always 1, and 5 is 6, and the Ace is 7. So in 7 in numerology is about introspection. I was just talking about that. 7 life paths are very intuitive too, and they want to know the mysteries of life. So it feels like for a lot of you that you've been on this journey of, where am I going? I know that Jupiter's in your sign, but I do know that, Libra's, just because Jupiter's in your sign right now doesn't mean all things are all rosy and peachy either. So sometimes Jupiter gives us the opportunities, the gifts, because it is the planet of gifts and luck, it gives us the gifts to grow and expand and learn from. So if you're not in just an awesome place in your life, or you feel like you are, it's always good to be grateful for what we do have. But if you feel like it could be better, hang on, hang in there, because again, Jupiter does oftentimes bring about those scenarios to where a year later you're thinking, that now makes sense. I see why I had that challenge. All right. Well, I love this. 7 in the Major Arcana cards is the same as the Chariot. So now you're ready to move forward. Now you're ready to move past those challenging difficulties in life. Ready for new adventures. It's not so unlike the Six of Swords, except that the Chariot card is that you do it. It's not just the thinking, you do it. So that's awesome. That's about successful action that you take, personal achievement, leadership, balance. And that's great for you Libras to have balance, control, feeling in control of your emotions and control balance. That makes sense to me. It could be business travel or relocation.